Hey guys, it's Ellie on YouTube, and can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, it is Wednesday, so I'm going to be doing a random video for you guys. Today was my last day of school for the year, so I've now got 6 weeks off. Yes. And that means that today's video is just going to be me talking to you about my second year in secondary school. And trust me, I have quite a lot to say about this year. So firstly, I'm going to point out my sets. Basically, I don't know if they call them at any other school, but at my school there's 5 sets, and for the past 2 years I have been in the second set from the top, which has been good. I mean, I wasn't expecting when I was in year 6 to be in the second set at secondary school. So I was really happy with that. And this year I've been in set 2 again for pretty much everything. And that's been really good. One of my friends went up into set 1 this year, so it was a bit weird this year without her there. And one of my other friends went down in maths and science, so it's a bit weird without having both of them in the same class as you, but oh well, we cope. I also wanted to say that I think so far year 8 is better than year 7 at my school. I don't know if anyone from my school agrees, but that's what I think. Because no one's really everyone's sort of got past the fact that they're at secondary school now and they don't have to act like little kids. And people actually start to grow up a bit more in year 8. Well, that will then move on to my subject I'm going to talk about in a minute. But going back to sets, next year I am in the top set, which is amazing because honestly, you can ask my friends, I was not expecting that at all. These were the grades that I got. So I got English 6B, Maths 6A, Science 6B, RE 6B, Art 5C, but I'm great at 5C at art. DT, well, Food Technology 5B, RM, which is like DT, 5A, French 5A, Spanish 5C, Geography 5A, History 6C, IT 6C, Music 7C, Performing Arts 5A, PE 5C. So they're pretty much average for my year, which is good. And I honestly wasn't expecting some of them marks, I must say. And then this is my timetable for next year. Mondays I have PE, Geography, English, Maths, RE. Then I have French, Geography, Science, English, PE. Then I have History, PA, Science, RM, Art. Then I have Spanish, Maths, RE, Food Tech, Science. And then I have Music, History, Maths, IT, English, which is pretty cool. And I have at least one friend in every single one of those classes, which is good. So I won't be by myself. So yeah, that's sets. And then I'm gonna just say 2 of my favourite teachers. I know some people that watch these probably won't know these teachers because you don't go to my school, but I'm gonna say them anyway for those who do go to my school. My favourite male teacher is Mr. East. Those who didn't go to Belgium would probably think, what the hell is wrong with you? He is, at school, one of the strictest because he's the one that deals with everyone's behaviour. But in Belgium, he was so funny. It's unbelievable how funny he is. And me and my friends kept tripping him up every time he walked up and down the bus. It was so funny. And on the boat ride that we went on, he kept on rocking the boat and scaring us. And then I'd say my favourite female teacher, even though she hasn't really taught me this year, but I think she'll always be my favourite female teacher, is Miss Ahmed, which is good. She teaches me PE on a Tuesday next year, and that's it. She doesn't teach me anything else. I don't think. No. So yeah, they're my favourite teachers. Now, going back to the point I made earlier where I said the year 8 was the best year, it's definitely the best year when people do start to buck up their ideas a bit more and become a bit more independent, must I say. But around Christmas time in this school year, a lot of my friends had a lot of arguments. I mean, everyone was trying to be better than everyone, and everyone wanted to talk about people behind their backs, and it was really annoying. So after a while, I just stayed out of it, and it's probably the best thing I could have done, because now there's some people that aren't friends with some other people, and yeah. And it's pretty much just like torn our whole friendship group apart, but oh well. I mean, I'm guessing... Shut up. There's people outside talking and I was shut up. Anyway, this time last year everyone seemed to be friends with everyone, and it was all amazing pretty much. I mean, I felt like I had the bestest friends ever, but since I realised there's probably one or two of my friends that I can't really trust much anymore, and it doesn't bother me because it's brought out them and I know who to tell my secrets to and who not to tell my secrets to, and yeah, so it hasn't been too bad. I have like all of this written down here. And then the complete opposite of that is the fact that I have made a lot more friends this year that I never thought I would make friends with. Some people I didn't even talk to at the start of this year, let alone last year. And it's only really been in the past couple of months that I've started to become a lot closer with them and started talking to them a lot more, and some people become very close to, like really close to the point where I pretty much nearly miss them loads on weekends. And so yeah, that's been really, really good. And then there were 3 big events that happened in year 8 for me. The first one was Belgium, which was only 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was an amazing week away. We had so much fun, and honestly, all of us were saying, like, the days after that, we were always like, oh, I want to go back to Belgium, because we really did. School seemed super boring, and England was really boring compared to Belgium. And then the other thing that happened was Summer Festival. I did mention it. I did mention it slightly with Georgina at the start of my 50 question tag part 2, but that's all I've really told you about it. In the Summer Festival, I had to perform with the lower school choir, and I had to sing 2 solos in one of the songs, which was fine. I just got really nervous beforehand. Like, anyone who watches this, who was with me in the Summer Festival, can say that I was petrified. I was so scared. Like, people came up to me and said, oh, you've gone really pale, and I'm like, well, yeah, obviously. But it was still really fun, and me and my friends had a lot of fun after we performed, because we got like the rest of the evening to just sit and do nothing, which was good, and we watched some of the performances as well. And then the third thing was a spelling bee, which happened last week, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, it was last week. And basically all I had to do was sit there for an hour and spell words. So that was really boring, but that was a pretty big event, and it resulted in my house coming 3rd out of 4, me coming 3rd out of 8, and my house coming 1st overall throughout the year, which was really good. This is probably going to be the really sloppy bit of my video. But anyone who's been friends with me in year 8 would know that the past year has been pretty tough for me, as like personally. And I don't think, this is going to sound really cheesy, I don't think I could have gotten through year 8 without people like my friends. And I just wanted to say, if any of my friends are watching this, thank you, because I wouldn't be this happy if you weren't there. So, yeah. Well done to everyone in my school who finished and has done well with their exams and has moved up, or even if you've moved down or whether you stayed the same, you still did really well. And yeah, bring on year 9. And obviously, if I'm still doing this YouTube channel, I will be doing another one of these videos next year, saying how amazing year 9 is going to be and how I'm dreading my GCSEs. Bye.